Okay, the proverbial Dindo Milai, marshalling out the points that are also causing concerns and raising questions in the minds of many Nigerians concerning that bill. Okay, it's going to go on for some time. Maybe when the House resumes, they're going to go back to that bill. And we do hope there will be a public hearing because the Speaker said the public hearing is not necessarily a part of passing a bill, maybe a convention. Well, but this is of utmost importance to Nigerians, and I think many Nigerians will want that bill revisited and let there be a public hearing before it is passed, because the powers of the Director General are enormous. Compulsory, he has powers to do so many things. He can order you to be vaccinated, and if you fail to, he has powers also to discipline you, to punish you legally. They're all there, about 45 pages of the proposal, and the powers, we had a lawyer here yesterday who told us that the powers invested on DG were enormous and too much for one person. It looks draconian or dictatorial. So that is the issue, and as much as possible, get to know what that bill is saying or wants to say. And when the public hearing comes, because I believe there will be a public hearing based on the reaction so far. We also went to the street here to ask people on the street what they think about the bill. Somehow, some people know about it, somehow, some don't. But it is good to create the awareness that is needed at this point. Listen to what our man, Mr. Peace, did on the street.
You don't hear say government want to give people vaccine by force?
Government know they think. The right way they're supposed to do, no being there they do. Why they say people they provoke? No food. In fact, people where they want, I don't even know the kind of government where we do. I regret that I come from. I don't bomb me for this Nigeria. So me and my friend even talk about this yesterday. I said Nigeria no be country. No be country. In fact, Nigeria na factory. Everywhere they hot. Everywhere they hot. Papa gone and mama, they no fit do well. You know, that's why no man gonna be saying be man. Imagine. What people can be. What be the source of income? What that they provide give their citizens.
Now they're gonna do by fire by force vaccination. They not do by fire by force make people get work. They not do by fire by force make people shop, make them put money for people account.
The matter make them know even if they do them, people they send gun, they go hear them. Because everybody they wait for them. For 1 month, person will not go work. I want you survive. And meanwhile, some people say on a daily basis now they use they eat.
Okay.
Can't think of one of our neighbor for 2 weeks, you know, eat. Now God say me person go check him inside. The guy down the street. Now I for see say now first time I go see say hungry give person die with that. See people come they give them food. And meanwhile, when I wait till the guy they also for, now they use they eat. They pay extra and they do this one. How they want person? When they want to do something, they go use one English back and up. Not true now. They go use one English back and up. If the Nigeria government tell you say na yes, may you know say na no, no. They tell you say na money, may you know say na night. Now you there. So make you know the.
Greet your people for us, greet them.
My people then I dey now. I swear, I dey now.
You dey watch Super Screen TV?
Well.
You dey watch? You dey watch them?
I swear to God. Now I know even they subscribe for this Go TV because at the end of the day when you subscribe, they go take light go for 3 months.
Okay.
And you don't pay for 1 month.
Okay. Super
Stream.
Enjoy your day, huh? How you see the by force vaccination bill wey don pass second reading for National Assembly?
We know they are even trying their best, but the best is not well done. Okay. They should try a little more and save the people's lives. So, you know, everybody is hungry.
Okay, now hungry you put there so.
Yeah.
You put hungry for inside the matter.
Yeah.
If truly it has been tested and confirmed, then it's a good one. But if it has not been tested and confirmed, then it will be a very bad one for somebody to be vaccinated wrongly, or maybe they want to test that person. It will be very wrong. I mean, if they want to use the person for trial. It will be a very wrong thing.
As it be like this, how you see the vaccination matter?
Well, that vaccination matter, man, I don't really like am because if they bring that kind of vaccination now, you go just keep people anyhow. Because why you just won't put something for person body way person don't understand. So if true the thing they real the way because based on the way they go like this, you get CB. You understand? You get CB, my brother. Because just check am now. Say if bros you get us.
I feel you. As you come be as it be like this, if they come your hood, you dey feel me? You dey with me? You go agree make them mash am for your body.
Bros, me based on the God I serve, I no believe the coronavirus dey, and based on as they go, I no sure say I will agree say make they put that kind of vaccine for my body because as they talk, if the thing dey your body and your immune come begin they do somehow, you fit come go. So no need now. You don't understand. I no go agree.
I'm fine. No.
This one not be I'm fine. No. How you dey?
I dey fine.
You sabi am o?
Nigerian language.
Man repair my nose. My nose want open. My nose been want open. Look am. May our people for us not go quarrel say my nose open while they follow person talk.
I no go gree.
Why you not go gree?
Who they don't test am for? For which person body? Wetin they don't do am?
So they never test am for anybody. You never see person wey they use that for?
I never see. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. So if this vaccine is been tested and is guaranteed, may them provide them for people. Since it's not going to allow people to spread the virus, and so even though it will reduce the spread of the virus.
Make it not to program, man. How you go content no say they don't test and they guarantee?
I don't know. That's what we don't know. I don't know for which person body, because this our government, they are very I don't know. They are very If they tell you they've tested something, they might not test it. They will just collect it because they so much believe in white people that whatever they provide for them at that moment, at any point in time, they will just accept it and pick it. And those big men, they will not test it on themselves. They will use the poor people. They will first test it on them. So why should they say they will? Maybe if somebody like maybe our governor or our president, since they are leaders and leaders stand for his or her people, that's how we know leader.
Yes.
They should use it for themselves first. Let's see. In the presence of people, then we'll know that.
Okay, may they use and test our president for where people dey.
Yes.
Which market they will go do the testing?
I don't know.
May they come my 12 market?
No, they fit use the one wey dey Abuja. See, if you know if you come.
If they don't have Abuja, you go believe am? People go agree believe?
Within people na market, we go no market. And now where they sell pepper and tomato, may stand there, may rub small pepper for body.
May they test am for body. Yeah, my people, your name?
My name Toby.
Toby, You don't hear the by fire by force vaccination wey government want to do?
I dey hear am. I don't hear am today now. Say they want to give us, they want to vaccine. Say wetin happen. My belief say wetin government want do. If you say it favor us,
okay. Me
I no mind though. But you know say this not this they do, papa. Now wait, international. We get to our local home now. We get to our local. Forget about. We get to our local home. Maybe our local home go work.
We get our own bush doctors for here. They're supposed to work with our bush doctors by now.
I'm not so now. I know not so. I know me. If you say me, I be governor or president. Now wait me, I go first do be that. Forget about not test. They don't know what they put there. Come give us. I don't know what they don't give us now, but our billion now, if you try and make it see how they go now. Okay. Super school. One love.
You no go work well o. Me I no go agree make anybody come put me vaccine where I don't know where it come from. They no fit to come my house say bring koboko, they flog me, say they won't inject me vaccine where I don't know where I come from, where I go agree. I no go agree. Now two of us, all of us go die that day. Yes, so they go first.
Okay, views from the street there on the compulsory vaccination that's pending. We're opening the lines now, so we want to hear from you, your own contribution, your own side of the story, your own take on the development. What do you think about this compulsory vaccination that is pending or looming? Because once the bill is passed, it takes place. Now, people are worried, and some of the points. Why the speed? Because we are told that a vaccine normally takes not less than a year to produce. This one is moving so fast. In some countries, like Ireland, for example, they're already testing it on people. America is saying that they will do theirs before this year runs out. I think India and other countries, they're trying their own vaccines. And the WHO too made a statement recently saying that their problem as the World Health Body is not the manufacture of the vaccine, but the distribution. That's where they will have challenges. Now, these are points to be noted. Now, you heard Dino emphasizing this, as according to the bill, if you have been vaccinated, you will have an international certificate. International certificate. What form? Akintola, you're welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to our program. Good morning.
Yeah. This compulsory vaccination,
Yeah.
I think it is a very, very wrong thing for our government to do.
Okay.
We have medical personnel that have potential to discover and come up with a curative measure locally within us here. Why must we always receive from the white? Why must we always receive what they sponsor because of their financial implications? Does it mean that our scientists they cannot do anything?
That's the question.
This government should just revisit that matter and lay it to rest. Whoever has sponsored it, whether Bill Gates or whoever, they just hold it. Let us look inward and come up with our own solution.
Okay.
Instead of enforcing something on us. They want to cause wahala. That's where I'm saying it. Because from what I'm seeing from the people, nobody has supported it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Akintola from Shomolu. Thank you for your contributions. Please call us and let's hear what you have to say about this development. The same bill says the Director General has the right to ask you to go for vaccination compulsorily and also empowers him to exempt some people if he deems it necessary, or he can even postpone the vaccination for some people. You see, so he has a right to determine, it says based on valid medical reason. That's clause 49, based on valid medical reason. Now, of course, if he says you cannot go, there's no need for you to go, it means you are exempted. I don't think anybody will ask why. But the question is, if vaccination is to prevent all of us from being infected, why should some people be exempted from the same vaccination? And that has given room to the suggestion that it is meant for some people and it is not meant for some other people. The implication is that it may not be as safe as we think. Otherwise, everybody will want to have it. Why would you want to be exempted? Now, this clause there, international certificate. Okay, we have Clinton. Clinton from Elupeju. How are you, Clinton?
Nice job over there.
Hello, Clinton.
Regarding this bill of 18,
yeah,
it's absolutely wrong. We are going to fight it to a standstill.
Okay.
The information we gathered is that already they have given the House of Reps $10 million. That is the essence of them rushing the bill to ensure that they collect that million by fire by force. What prevents the National Assembly from passing a bill that will ensure every Nigerian has access to medical treatment, whether it be malaria, typhoid, whatever diseases, before now? Why are they rushing this bill as if there is no tomorrow? I think they are ready for war, and we Nigerians, we are ready to give it to them this time around. Nobody should dare come to my environment all in the name of vaccine. I think we have what we call freedom of speech and human rights. It is what you accept. Like I am now, I'm a Christian. You cannot force me to belong to another religion. Then why will you just come and say, okay, I must take a particular vaccine of which I'm not sick and there is nothing that is the case that I'm sick, and you want to make it compulsory? I think, and look at the Monday, they are talking about that if you refuse, it's going to be 200 million to 200,000 to 5 million naira for violation. Okay, the people that are vandalized, the people that are criminals in this nation, in our government, to what extent are they passing a bill to ensure that they penalize them? I think the end is coming gradually. It's going to start with us in Nigeria. It's not the Christ rapture. There is going to be a war in this country. There is going to be a protest in this country. Let them be stealing their money there. Let them collect money from abroad. They should use it upon their children. They should not come to the masses. Look at the palliative issue that they talk about. What prevents the National Assembly from passing a bill to ensure that every Nigerian receives the minimum wage? They sold oil for 53 years. Nigeria government cannot cater for their citizens for a week. Nigerians abroad that receiving palliative amounted to 300,000 naira, 800,000 naira. Then you see call this a country. Do we have a register to even indicate to this the way we are going to go about it? It's not that they want to force on us.
Okay, Clinton, because of time, so that we can give others time to thank you very much for your contribution. I think you are speaking the minds of many Nigerians who are not happy with this development. They're not happy with this development. There are so many areas of suspicion in that bill, especially when you remember that this whole pandemic was talked about 2 years before it even occurred. And people were asking, how would a non-medical expert have known that such a thing would happen? So everything looks arranged. Now, a vaccine that takes not less than a year to produce is ready in some countries already. How? Why are you breaking the medical protocol? If it takes not less than a year to produce a vaccine, how come this one is coming under a year? What is the magic? What have you done to break the scientific protocol or process of producing a vaccine? And everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting. It looks like an international conspiracy. That's the language some people have used, especially when you talk of an international certificate. What form? Which certificate is international? What certificate is international? Okay, I have Festus on the line from Coca. Hello, Festus.
The issue of this compulsory vaccine. Hello, the issue of the compulsory vaccine. Yeah. Professor Iwu said we have a vaccine in this country that we can use. Then why are we going for a vaccine from a foreign land?
That's why everybody is worried.
Why we have a vaccine from a foreign land? So if they are using this at all, at least they are saying they should use the vaccine for themselves and their family. But nobody should come to our domain to produce a vaccine when palliative will not be distributed. The money we have been donated to Nigerians, and Nigerians have any call box to inform it. So they are not talking about vaccine. What is vaccine? You said there's a drug for it, but they manufacture in Nigeria. And Nigeria government look towards Professor Iwu side. They are not going to look outside world. They should call Professor Iwu to use the vaccine for the Nigerians that are supporting vaccine from foreign land. So that's my issue. Okay. The government use the vaccine for themselves. The purpose of our donation because it don't be a war. Thank you very much.
Okay, Festus, thank you very much. Thank you. We have Hassan from Oshodi. Hello, Hassan.
Okay.
Hello, Hassan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This is my country. I only say this, and God bless you people for giving us this opportunity to air our views.
Thank you.
This is my country. The reason I said this is that people are dying. At the volume of COVID-19, we are in a serious mess. If America, we're talking of America taking over 1 million and they have 68 deaths, They are even managing it well more than Nigeria. We have less than 3,000 and we have something there. If you want to do the mathematics, man, we are in a serious mess. And they are joking with us. Let me go address more. I'm living at Oshodi. I went to health center. I'm taking my blood pressure. It's wrong. I went to health center at Oshodi. The health is here. They drive me come out. I think I was supposed to check my blood pressure. I'm not feeling a headache, everything. They drive me come out. That's about a week back. I think this is a routine I want to abstain because I have to say there's a time that right when I think the medicine is normal now. But in 3 months, I'm not saying, let me check it. They drive me come out totally. Then the next day, I think I'm having a COVID-19. The government is not talking of that too. I heard this of NCDC something about diabetes. But nobody will take it. They are just talking in the health care. Everybody has told me that's how they are trying to go back that they are COVID-19. They are the National Assembly now. They want to pass the bill that are forcing to take vaccine. Not tested on anything, or even be tested on anything. How can we? Let us face the reality. Why are they rushing? Why are they rushing? Even though Malaria that comes out now, they voted him out, and it's not because of him. Everybody must keep silent because APC is the government and empower the outcome. I mean, everything they want to pass, they pass it as far. When they want to pass the bill that the president wants to follow last time, they pass it until they stop time. Nobody is opposing them.
Okay. Okay, Hassan, thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. It's painful, it's worrisome, and that's why we are looking at this issue. And we're happy that you all are speaking up and speaking out so that those who want to take that decision will be guided, because I don't see that coming down well with Nigerians. So thank you for your contribution. Okay, the lines are still open. Please call us quickly and let us know how you feel about this development, what you have to say, just as others have been speaking. It's something that touches all of us. And as we speak, the World Health Organization is even saying that what Madagascar has done is not a proof, that they are not sure that it can cure COVID-19. Akiri from Ikorodu, how are you?
This is a disaster in Nigeria. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Hello, go on.
It's disaster. I want you to understand this.
Yeah.
If you go to the book of Jeremiah 25. Hello, sir?
I can hear you, sir. Go on.
If you go to the book of Jeremiah 25, you will see what is happening in this world today because of sin and iniquity. Now our government is now want to enforce us. They want to force us to have something in our system. Just for something they're supposed to know that it was because of their problem. My point is this. Let's go. Hello, sir.
Go on, sir.
Okay. Please. Every good.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Akiri, we've lost that contact. Okay, Adeyemi from
My contribution is,
good morning.
This vaccine is truly right. It's truly genuine. They shouldn't force anybody to take it by force.
Okay.
Yes, it's supposed to be a voluntary something that someone can collect, not on the force. So it should be voluntary vaccine, not on this thing. Let our president himself put himself down and let them test it from them, because they cannot force us now. We have human rights, and there is right to living, and there is freedom of speech, there is freedom to life. So nobody can force anyone just because they want to give us in. What are we going to use international certificate for? For example, I don't need that certificate, and I don't think my children need this either, because what's the reason for? So they shouldn't force anybody. It's supposed to be a voluntary vaccine. If I like, I will take. If I don't like, I will reject it. And let them try our traditional something, our traditional herbalism, everything. It will work. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ademi from Onikpan. Thank you. Okay. It shouldn't be compulsory. It should be when you want. Joseph, let's hear from you. You're calling from Elasa. How are you? Hello, Joseph? Joseph, are you there? Okay, it's like Joseph is not there. He was calling from Elasa. Please try again. Those are the issues. Why should it be compulsory? And if it must be compulsory for some people, why must others be exempted? Questions that cannot be answered now. If it is compulsory, if it is good for all of us, why do you have to exempt some people? Hello, Elvins. You're calling from K2. How are you?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, my contribution is that
Yeah.
why force somebody to use something he or she don't want to use? It's just like a matter of CCC. Force somebody to do what they don't want to do. Is that the normal thing that they're supposed to do? The US that they are looking at, that they are copying everything from, is that how they do that over there? There is a time for human rights. At least we have our rights. If we say we don't need it, let us die with the virus if we have it. But if we don't have it, so who needs it to take it? If you don't need it, you should leave it. Let's stop fooling ourselves. This so-called president that we have, I don't know that whether it's calling an enemy to I don't know. That's my contribution. In the area of security, they said the policemen is not enough. They said the military is not enough. The Nigerian Legion youth that is applying the Nigerian Legion is collecting the form that's all over the state. What are they using them for? They did not pass such kind of bill. They are passing bill that doesn't make sense to Nigeria. In God help us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sullivan. Thank you. Okay, Emeka is there now. Emeka from Apapa. How are you, Emeka? Hello, Emeka.
Yeah. Pastor Chris Ayakunomeko. So here this last week and last week, and people want to condemn him. Some other pastors want to crucify him. We know what is going on. We know what is going on. And God who will bring the Armageddon will save us. We must be in Goshen. Those who go to Egypt, God keep them in Goshen. And now at the end of it all, they will survive it. So whatever they do, we already know. It's already in the Bible. And we know that our God will see us through. So what is certificate? I am not going anywhere. I don't want to go to America. I don't want to go to London. I don't want to go to Britain. Let me be here, be in here, there in Imbi State. I know what I will do in Imbi State to survive. What are they forcing me? Why can't force us to answer up? Let them force everybody to answer up. To go and take our own case there. Okay. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Emeka. Thank you very much. Okay. Why the force? Why the compulsion? That's the big question. That's the big question. Why must it be compulsory? Yes, international certificate. What form should an international certificate be? The world over, high institutions, notable institutions and universities, they have their own certificate. I've not heard of an international certificate. What form would international certificate be? Years back, I remember if you are traveling to some countries, they will say you must show evidence of immunization against certain diseases. I remember that of yellow fever in the 80s, yes. It was compulsory for Britain. And you just take your certificate, of immunization and go because that country requires it. Other countries may not. So why must this one be compulsory for every person? That is the question. That is the big question. And why is Bill Gates in front of it all? Why is he pushing? As I said, WHO is saying that the cure found by Madagascar is not sure, that they're not sure it is real. That's the World Health Organization talking. And that's a country that has an infection figure of 330, and 310 have been cured with that herb. Campbell, how are you? Campbell from Solere. Hello, Campbell.
Yes, good morning.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Yes, the portion of the vaccine is not necessary to force every individual because we know how they are planned for the get to be pushing up this vaccine because they have already there's something that they are already planned down. So they have to force people to do all those things. We know how they are planned because we have seen them. We have seen them very far because we are a Christian. We live by the word of God and the Spirit to give us the direction, and we know where they are coming from, and we know where they are heading to. So there's no need to force every individual to be vaccinated. What are the certificates? When are they planning this vaccine? For just few months ago, the vaccine, everything is ready. How? Here's the question we have to ask ourselves. Is this very important for every individual to open up their eyes, to open up their mind, to see what God has made us to be? Because if we are blind in the spirit, this is how the evil one will cage us for. So this is the things that is happening around the world. And those things, when the end time is coming, is already written in the Bible. So we have already seen everything concerning these people. Because the people that they are doing all these things, it's not supposed to be paid. They are billionaires. So they are suffering the world, pumping money into the world so that they will convince them to be vaccinated. So we, Nigeria, all over Africa, we are signing it into petition to no to vaccine. We don't agree, no to vaccine. That's my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Campbell. Thank you for your contribution from Sulere. Good. We're happy that you are speaking out concerning this issue because it's disturbing. We had planned to bring a man of God here today who is also a medical doctor so that with one eye he looks at it from the spiritual angle and with the other from the medical angle. But he's held up and they cannot make it. Maybe some other time. Because it's important. People refer to what the scriptures have said already about what is happening, and we wanted him to tie them up, you know. From that point of view, because everything seems to be pointing in that direction. But we also know that many men of God are praying, and some have declared, standing on the word of God, that it will not see the light of day. But we want to be cautious, we want to be focused so that we are not deceived. For the World Health Organization to say that what Madagascar has done is not a sure proof, I mean, it's discouraging if you ask me, because the World Health Organization should be able to encourage nations that have come up with solutions. Stephen, how are you? I can't hear. Can you reduce the volume of a set or something? It's muffled, very noisy. Yes. Okay, if you've done that, can we try again? Yes, so as I was saying, it was discouraging for me to hear the World Health Organization condemning, as it were, what Madagascar has done. But we thank people like President Trump. I hear he's donated about $200 million to that country to support them. And Tanzania has also asked for for the Madagascar's cure. Bring some to us. Of course, they're going to pay. Bring some for us. We need them. I mean, that is how African countries should reason, if you ask me now. Work together, look inwards, instead of looking out every time for what comes from America or China or whatever. Because that's like our fate. And that's probably why we abandoned our vaccine plans in Nigeria. Years back, 80s, 70s, we had vaccine plants in this country where we produce our own vaccines. Yes, but today they are moribund. They are there rotting. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad that after so many years of independence, we are still dependent on foreign countries. We cannot look inwards. Well, the Lagos State Commissioner said recently that there are local alternatives being worked on. Let's hear from Sheriff. Sheriff from Mushi, how are you? Hello, Sheriff.
Okay. You see a thing I wanted to contribute to what you are saying, Maureen. You see our government, they didn't have a good thing for us, especially the poor people. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. So, because there have so many things they're supposed to do that they didn't do it. Now, for example, in our own places in Mushin, I'm calling from Mushin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And they think the people that are living there are supposed to collect from the government, from the local government. They didn't say it to us. They didn't give us anything. They now be talking about the vaccine. What vaccine for? They want to reduce the population of Nigeria. If the other Nigerians listen to me, they should not collect the vaccine from them. How they want people to be forced because of what to give up vaccine. And Tinubu was there sitting down there, doesn't say anything. You have the governor in Lagos who doesn't say anything on us. You have the Obas in the Yoruba land, they didn't say anything on this. All these things is nonsense to me. That Nigerians should not collect it. They want to reduce our population. That's my own thinking. Thank you, sir.
Okay, they want to reduce our population because someone has said that we should remember that Bill Gates years back did say that the world was overpopulated. So maybe this is one of the attempts to reduce the population of the world. We don't know. And that's part of the worries people have. They're reading so many meanings into this development. They're worried about the speed at which a vaccine is being developed. How? If it never took a year, less than a year, to develop one in the past. What is that thing that has happened now in 2020 that under 4 months you have a vaccine being tested on people? That's a question we should all answer. Taiwo, how are you?
Fine, sir. Good morning.
You're welcome. Good morning.
So my contribution is that in those days, our forefathers they have herbs in which we treat ourselves before the advent of this medical substance. Now the Madagascar that said that they even discovered the vaccine which they treated themselves, which the population have reduced. Those people is because they are African countries. It's because they are African countries. Anything. So these white people, it's better our people don't even allow them at all to bring any vaccine into this country. If at all they bring it, the Senate themselves and the rep, they should be excluding the president. All of them should start it from their family and themselves. So it's better Nigerians don't accept it from them. We treat ourselves locally, and God will heal us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you, Taiwo. There are issues, and they must be settled before Nigerians. If you recall, years back, there was the polio vaccine. Yes, polio vaccine. Again, I think Big Health was behind that. Some African countries experienced negative side effects of that, and that's why I remember, I think Kano rejected it, Kano indigenes rejected that for their children because of what they've heard from other places, the negative effects. So you have a background that they refer to, and then match with what has been said before, and of course the circumstances surrounding this very bill and the vaccine, how it all came about. You have so many questions. And that's why we are asking people to speak out and let the people hear what the people think. This pandemic was predicted 2 years or so before it came. The grounds very questionable. We have Ngozi from Oshodi. Hello, Ngozi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Hello,
You're
good morning,
welcome.
sir.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. My contribution is, I don't see a reason why there is this vaccine in this country. Those people that are bringing the vaccine, are they sure themselves?
Okay.
Nobody will force me to take vaccine because I cannot take it. I'm not a family member will take it. But if it's mandatory that everybody will take it, then we start from the head. They should come in public and take it with their family.
Yeah.
So it's not compulsory. You know what is going on over there. They are not bringing because of going outside there. To do what? My dear, Nigeria is the best country. God bless us. It's our government. that do us. If our government listens to us very well, believe me, we think it's best. All those countries will be fighting to come to this mandate.
Okay.
They are not doing us well. Thank you very much. God bless our country, Nigeria.
Thank you, Ngozi. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Okay, everybody is saying it shouldn't be compulsory. It shouldn't be compulsory. And whenever it comes, let our leaders start. Let them begin, the process. Let them be vaccinated first, and before it comes down to us. And if it's for travel purpose, because I know one of the conditions there that if you do not have it, if you're not vaccinated, you cannot board a flight, you cannot travel out, and you cannot come into the country. So you might say, okay, that's for travelers. That's for travelers. That's for travelers, because Nigeria would say so. But what of those who don't want to travel? Why will you ask them to be vaccinated? These are issues and these are questions. So we still have a few minutes. Call us. Onyeka, how are you? Hello, Onyeka. Onyeka.
Hello, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Don't mind these people that you say that they are our leaders. They know what they are doing. How many times have they forced us to come and get free money? They are not trying to force us to get vaccination. The Bible says the secret things belong to God, but the things revealed belong to us. God has revealed the secret of what their intentions are, and that's why we must not allow them to carry it out. Because what they are trying to do is satanic agenda. We are in the last day. Everybody has to be wise now, because God said we should be wise more than them. So the perspective they are trying to bring is just to force our population to their own game. I want to tell us that not everything good comes from the people. Evil came from them also. And people that are talking about we shall allow the vaccination is because they are combined with them. Satan has come to seek to kill and destroy, but God has exposed all their missions. So we must resist it to the last blood of because we are not interested in that. But let them use it for themselves, so that we can now live as the way we have been. We have been living without anything. They are the ones that went and imported this very food that they say is coronavirus. So let them use the position on themselves and not us. We are not interested. But if they want to force it on us, they will see the reaction of the public. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, our friend. Okay, a call there from Iba. Thank you. Well, it's like everybody's saying the same thing. It shouldn't be compulsory. There is an agenda behind all these things, but the hope is that it will not go that way. Let it be something that is good. Let it be something that is acceptable, and let the leaders be in the forefront if they are going to implement that. But I believe that with the contributions and the reactions going on all over the country, our lawmakers will look at that again and amend some of the conditions put in there. The compulsion is one major element, but we all should be worried about the speed at which a vaccine or vaccines are being developed. But another good point is that many countries are doing their own. So the question is, which one will come to Nigeria now? Ireland is already on testing theirs. US says before 2020 runs out, they will have theirs. And I'm sure China is already on it, ready. The question is, which one will come to Nigeria? Which version is coming well? Yeah, as we said earlier, Donald Trump has encouraged Madagascar with some funds, about 2.5 million. And 2 African countries have asked for Madagascar to, send them what they are used there. Guinea-Bissau is one of them here, and Tanzania has also done that. So you see, those who are reasoning differently are doing things differently. That's what it means. Those who want to remain where they are and always, looking for handouts from the Western world are still waiting for vaccines to come. But thank God Madagascar has taken the lead. We are so proud of that country. Said, look, let's look inwards. And as I said, the figures they had 2 weeks ago, 330, out of which 310 have been cured. So by now, they must have made some improvement. If you have 330 cases and you've cured 310, you just have 20 left. Now, that's remarkable. And so it was shocking for the World Health Organization to say they are not sure of that discovery. It was discouraging. Well, we are about to go for today because the time is up, but we are very grateful and happy that you have spoken out and that you are conscious of what is happening, so that we believe that this bill will definitely go to the public hearing level. And we hope we'll be given the opportunity to speak out and to make your observations. We are a country, and we are now in a democracy where dictatorship is no longer allowed. For one person to have such powers to do, and as they say, undo, it's unbelievable in 2020. So we believe that some actions will be taken that will meet the aspirations of Nigerians so that things will work out well. And let it not be that a hidden agenda is being propelled by this country. Thank you again for your contributions. We hope to keep it going. And let's wish all those who are celebrating today a very happy birthday. If it is your birthday, if it is your anniversary, your 5th anniversary, happy anniversary. Enjoy yourself, but be cautious. And you know, of course, no parties for now. Okay? 5 is a friendly year, according to the Book of Ages. It is also a more serious, competent year. It is the age when special efforts are made to be independent. But when there remains a powerful need for repeated contact with a protective parent. So watch those tendencies that you see in your 5-year-old. It was an early start at 5 for so many people, especially kids. But perhaps the most extraordinary example is the little 5-year-old girl who was delivered of a baby by cesarean section. Yes, it happened in history. This abnormal case is the youngest known instance of a human being giving birth, and is a rare example of unusually accelerated hormonal development. 5-year-old, it happened, and it's on record. So you see, as they say, there is nothing new under the sun. Thank you again for the wonderful company. I'll be here at the other side of 10 to share with you some of the major developments. Of course, you know that the lockdown eased off beginning yesterday. So we're taking a feedback and we're looking at employment, we're looking at jobs. Now that we have reopened, we hear of some losses here and there, loss of jobs. Now, if you must quit your job, what must you do? What must you know? These and more will be coming up on Citizens Voice, and I hope you join me then. Brighten up the face with some smiles, and if you see someone without any, Ambrose says, I want to hear saying, give him one of yours. Bye-bye now.